Hi. I had something. I was like, thought I was ready to go. Now I'm rambling. This is Commander Chig, Shig, Shit for Brains, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I am hosting this thing. What is this? A podcast, episode 136 of the Loose Screws podcast. And this is 6922, so June 9th, 2022. Nice. And tonight I am joined by, well, we've only got two people here, but I think we might have a couple other people wander in late as per usual stuff. Yeah. We'll start first with our good friend, greetings and salutations, Nurgle. What's up in your world there, Nurgle? Both in-game, out of game, I don't know, under your bed, whatever you want to talk about.
I haven't had a chance to play too much this week, but for a change, it's been a really good week at work. So we, one of my guys interviewed for and got accepted for a promotion. He's making the hardest transition you can do in your professional world. He's going from part of the team to leading the team.
Gross.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to go from one of the guys to leading the guys. But he's a good fella. He ought to be pretty good at it. And another one of my guys today, the public services director who reports to the mayor and oversees all of public works, which is all told close to 800 people, invented this award a couple of years ago that he calls the Public Services Champion Award. And he had a big championship belt made, and then every month they give it to somebody based on, I don't know how criteria they pick it. One of my guys got chosen for that today and had a big ceremony where he got to wear the belt, and they played the Rocky music for him, which was pretty cool because he's a good guy, and he's one of the most relentlessly, endlessly positive people I've ever worked with. He never has a bad day. Oh, I mean, it's amazing. He never has a bad day. He's a joy to work with. So
you're giant nerds at work too. So you're a nerd when you're not at work, and you're a nerd when you're at work. It sounds like.
I'm just a giant nerd. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. The other person who's joining us tonight has missed 5 episodes because he's a damn slacker. But it's good to have him back. This is a good old Commander Dubs. Let's get all the classified data as to where you've been and what you've been doing and who you've been killing.
Haven't existed for the last month, that's all.
Yeah.
I've been living under a rock.
Or
but
in Iraq?
I just found out. Huh?
Or in Iraq?
Yeah.
I just found out you can ride the scavengers at the Thargoid surface sites. I'm standing on one's back right now.
Yeah. I'd ask you to stream, but when you did that before the show, your Discord stuff went wonky.
Yeah.
So
it ruined my mic. I had to reboot my whole computer. My Discord hates me. I don't understand why.
Well, to be honest, it's not alone.
Yeah, it happens. No, but you've been missed, man. It was nice to have you back the other night for some bug hunting and stuff after you not being around. Somebody else going, got it. And if I say got it, going, fucker, it's fun.
No, I definitely got most of them. Just saying.
We all got our fair share of them. Our good buddy Kieran, he has a tendency to just put his face right up there, and he gets some by just being at point blank range, which is awesome.
Point blank range, honestly, when you're in the thunder or the lightning, whatever you want to call that attack, like you're almost guaranteed to get it because it's staring you right in the face.
Yeah, it's like the Thargoid is trying to commit suicide. It's like holding you, saying, just shoot me in the face. And
yeah, it usually works pretty good, except for when the Hydra got a hold of me. That didn't work very good at all.
And if the swarm is mad at you at the same time or near you, it gets ugly quickly.
Yeah. And that's when the hull on the Crate Phantom shows what it's really made out of.
What's it made out of?
probably used bits of old dead Thargoids at this point.
There's a lot of truth to that for sure. I don't know. My Phantom is pretty. I mean, God, you got like 3,000 hull on that ship when it's made correct. Well, I used to. Now I go more module protection, but it's still a tough little ship, man.
But I think we've already established that that's a truth.
Yes. So, but yeah, I've just been, doing the car salesman thing during the day and fighting crime at night. No, fighting Thargoids at night. That's what I do. Not a whole lot. The fact that, well, when we get to the Thargoid report, we'll discuss that some more. Other than that, what the hell? There was the patch this week. Do you want to just talk about that now? Should we just get to that right away, or should we save that for after all the other hoo-ha?
I mean, you've already brought it up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just go right down that road then. This last week was the much anticipated patch 12 that was first delayed due to, I don't know, some British holiday where some old lady was having our bar mitzvah or something like that, and they shut down their country for a few days. So I'm going to catch hell for that one, I'm sure.
Yes, you are.
But they shut that down, and that delayed the patch a week, and then they ended up running into some issues, and they delayed it one more day. It was supposed to come out on Tuesday, they ended up delaying it till Wednesday. And the patch notes were just, we're not going to just pile through patch notes. Just know there's like a whole lot of bug fixes is the main gist of everything. They also added, or if you're sitting, you can talk to the bartender. You can open your action panel while seated, while seated. You can also use your touch screen while sitting in the command chair of your carrier, stuff like that. But other than that, it was just bug fix after bug fix after bug fix. And anytime they go to fix like one thing, they usually break like three others. So I did not have high hopes for this patch. And I don't know, this was like the smoothest patch rollout I've ever seen them do. What do you think?
I haven't any serious bugs yet.
The only quote unquote bug I have found is when you're in the station menu, you can no longer access ship panels. You have to actually go back to the landing dock screen. And if that's as bad as they screwed it up, I can absolutely live with that.
That it crashed to desktop as we were speaking.
Of course they did.
Yes, this is so smooth. Oh, never mind.
And now I play on a lower end machine. I mean, I've got a i5 4 series and an RX 5800, or excuse me, RX 580. And I see noticeable frame rate improvements with this patch too.
Yeah, when I first logged on, first thing I did is, I just obviously turned on my frame rate monitoring and GPU usage and that to just see, if there was a difference. And as people who listen to the show know, I don't play on a low end machine. I play on a ridiculously high end machine. And I saw improvement also. But what was weird is for me also lately, I've been showing almost 100% GPU usage, which is surprising because I was not getting that before. This is the thing that Jantrax, promotes and has on the issue tracker about the GPU usage being garbage. And mine lately, I don't know what I changed in my settings, but lately my GPU has been very, very well utilized. And I was, if I want to in space, I lock at 144. But because I'm testing, I've got it uncapped. So I'm really running 260 to 308 ish in frames in space. And then on surface sites, I'm running, 90 to 120 ish pretty consistently with my GPU being utilized really well. Two things I ran into was first, I decided to see, they said that they were going to have your ship transported prison with you when you go to prison. So I was at a surface site and I just shot somebody dead, and then I let them kill me and I went to prison. And when I got there, my ship was there. It was great. I'm like, hey, this is neat. That barely seems like, a punishment because I can just now get my ship and fly back to where I was. It's like 2 jumps away. So it was like no big deal. But when I went to leave the prison ship blew me up for some reason. The security is like, they're like, hey, fuck you. You can't leave. They blew me up. And then I was back in the prison cell, went back to my ship, and I flew away and they didn't blow me up. So I don't know what that was about, but that happened.
Just in case you fucking forgot.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It was funny. So then I went back to that surface site I was at, and instead of dying, I decided just to murder every person there and collect some random stuff. And I did. And then, security forces came in, I murdered them too. And I just murdered until there was no more murdering to be done. And I picked up like 6 notoriety during that time. And then it's like, oh, well, that was fun. Well, now I've got to, get rid of notoriety. So I took off and flew back to my carrier. And yeah, the people I was murdering were the ones running system security who happened to be the security for my carrier. So I had to run the blockade in order to land on my own carrier, which was kind of entertaining. And then I just stayed logged on for like 12 hours straight while I did other stuff to make notoriety go away. How's that for compelling gameplay?
Yeah.
And an example of why, the hours you play this game don't really mean anything, because sometimes you just leave it logged on for 12 hours straight without doing anything. I do
Security can't kill you if you kill them first.
Well, exactly. That's the point. And everybody now heard what I was about to say. Somebody else joined the show, like I predicted. Commander Teflon 12 has joined us. We're just talking about the patch a little bit, but we could rewind back so that you can tell us what you've been doing the last week, both in real life and in game. I know that you were just at the gas station a little bit ago, so I assume you're poor and destitute now.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. You're made of money. But what have you been up to?
I wish. Not a whole lot, really. Been catching up on the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. That's really good.
Yeah.
We just lost G-Arc.
Yeah, G-Arc left. You showed up and G-Arc left. He's sick of you bullying him.
Get fucked, G-Arc.
Yeah, get fucked.
Played a little bit of Elite Dangerous.
What?
I invited a new guy to the Discord, to the community. He's been in general all week. Yeah, the new guy. What's his name? I forgot.
You invited him, so.
Yeah, he changed his name and.
Red 4.
Yeah,
Red 4. Yeah.
Yeah, the young kid from South Africa, isn't it?
He's from Africa.
Yeah,
he told me he was on Central African time. Yeah, and so he's really new to the game.
He is very new. He just left the Nanubi area.
Yeah, I saw him on Reddit. He was asking about the game because he was really excited by the things he had seen about it and stuff. He really wanted to get into a space simulation like this where he could fly spaceships. And so I sent him a DM saying, "Hey, whenever you pick up the game, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to message me. I'm also part of a community that is very helpful to anybody that has questions and is very pleasant to talk to." And then a couple days later, he messaged me and said, "Hey, I'm in. I just got the game and I'm in over my head." And so I said, "I'd be glad to talk to you." I said, and I can, send you a Discord link, and we're full of people that are more than happy to answer questions and help out however they can. And so
the rest
I
is
did,
history.
and here he is. Yeah.
Yeah, and he definitely had a lot of questions.
I don't think I've spoken to him since he's been here, but if he listens to this, hi, Red. It was a pleasure to invite you to our community.
To the madhouse.
You'll be getting bullied by me in no time, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good kid. Like APOC V is APOC 5. Well, I always forget. I just go APOC. I always ditch the shit at the end.
Yeah.
So APOC has been helping him out quite a bit. And so is, the usual suspects, Crash and I don't remember anybody else's names. You're unimportant to me. And no, God.
Well, you called me Teflon 12, and I don't remember the last time anybody actually added the 12 on the end of my name when they spoke to me.
I know. I'm wondering if I'm having a stroke because my brain has just been bad, and I've just been sending random insults at people. So maybe I got Discord Tourette's or something. I don't know.
You could be. You might need to get that checked out.
I'll be sure to get that
was beautiful.
checked out. Yeah. That was well played. That was a bit of a technical issue we had. We could have just glossed over it, but that was kind of funny. Both robots left the recording just mid thing, and none of us knew what to do with that because we don't have our expert recording guy here to tell us what we're supposed to do. So we just listened up to where it cut off, and then we started it back up recording after about a half an hour break, and that's where we stopped. So I hope that's a beautiful transition, Teflon, going. You should have that checked out.
I don't even remember what we're doing.
I don't know. We were talking about, it was like 900 degrees in my house here. It was like 85 degrees, which is insanely hot for in my neck of the woods. And my little computer room is on the second floor of my house. And when I close the vault door and then my computer, which is like a tiny fusion reactor, is just raising the temperature in an already warm room, and I wasn't running my AC because I didn't want background noise bleeding in. But now I've decided, to hell with it. The bots have already left once, and it's not like we're professionals. I turn the AC back on so my brain won't melt. I don't have the brain cells to spare.
Man, Trax is going to kill us.
I don't tell mommy. No, everybody, don't tell me.
He's gonna know.
Yeah, I hope not. But we know he doesn't listen to the show, so we're good.
I'm expecting his inquisitors at my door any moment.
He has inquisitors. Oh, okay. So what were we talking? We were talking about what was happening in Teflon's life, and then
we were talking about the patch.
We're talking about
I'm reading some library books. That was the last thing.
You did some what to who?
I said I'm reading some library books, so that's the last thing.
Okay. Oh, that you did this last week. Right on. You got out bug hunting with us though a little bit at the tail end the other night.
Yeah,
you were there for a Hydra kill.
The summertime is like my busiest time.
Okay, yeah.
Because of being stay-at-home dad.
We had a night of bug hunting that we had Dolbs and Dubs in the same wing and in Discord on the same night. It was Dolbs, Dubs. Who else was there? Kieran, Trax, Teflon showed up. Crash was there.
There's a lot of people there.
Myka 404. And
Michael not
we had
found.
2 full wings.
It's Michael 404. Is that Michael not found?
Yes.
I believe that's the joke. Yeah. That's nerd knowledge.
If we can get
there.
myself, Dolbs, and Data in a wing together, you guys won't know who is who.
I know. And what's
Dolbs,
better than
Dubs,
double
Data.
D's, triple D's?
Good night, everybody.
Okay, so I don't know. Anything else about the patch? You guys want to mention anything about the patch?
I want more of this in the future.
Dubs?
What he
I don't
said.
know. I had a crashed desktop, so I don't know if I want more of that.
One crashed desktop.
Go on. It completely ruined the entire experience.
Yeah, well, it's Dubs though, so.
Teflon, what do you think?
I forgot there was a patch.
Well, I thought that's why you changed your name to Teflon 12 because it was the update 12.
No, it's always had the 12.
Oh, I just noticed it today.
Yeah, I've had how much attention.
I've had the 12 at the end of Teflon since 2007.
Did you try every number before 12? Before getting to 12?
Nope. I just put 12 on the end.
Okay, why 12? I'm sure we've heard the story. Why 12?
My birthday's 12/12.
Wow.
Good reason.
Yeah. I believe at that time also my driver's license expired on 12/12/12.
All right. So 12 was just a number. Got it.
Well, yeah, 12 is a prominent number. Has been a prominent number for me for like my whole life. So I just stuck that on the end to make sure
Interesting.
I got the name.
Okay. Now let's. I don't know. Yeah, patch-wise, I agree with whoever said Nurgle. You said more like this. I agree. If they just fixed shit for like 3-4 patches in a row, just got everything running.
Yep.
Butter smooth. I would be ecstatic. I don't need more content, but I would like some frickin' incursion. Wait, I'm not going to talk about that yet. But yeah, just more patches doing this, just fixing a bunch of random stuff. I mean, there was a bunch of bugs. I didn't know that the bugs were in the game, or maybe I bumped into it once or twice here or there, but didn't think anything of it because there were bigger bugs to worry about. But I definitely I was impressed by the length of the list.
We're about what 30 hours, give or take, post patch. There have been no new bugs reported, no new problems, no crashes, nothing broken. They apparently fixed a bunch of bugs and they improved frame rate. More of this, please.
Well, there are some things. Facial hair went away. This is like the death of eyebrows patch or something they're nicknaming it.
Everybody got a shave.
Everybody got a shave and a haircut, and there was issues with landing on planets for a bit. I think they may have hot fixed that. People were unable to land on planets for a while.
Oh, really?
And there's a weird menu kind of soft lock that occurs that I've heard you can change some setting in the GUI. The GUI.
I saw that, yeah. There's a temporary fix, yeah.
Yeah, and for me, when that happened to me, all that I had to do is log off and log back on, and everything was fine. It let me, log out without any issues. I didn't have to task kill or anything. So there are some minor little hiccups, but compared to what it was.
So I will amend my previous statement. No serious bugs introduced.
Yet, or so far.
Well, I would like to think that in 30 hours we'd have found anything bad.
True. And I haven't had it crash to desktop yet. Dubs just had one, but I haven't played a whole lot either. I'm really, really looking forward to getting back into some serious bug hunting in a group to see if anything has improved. That's my hope.
Yeah.
But I guess what we'll do is we'll move on to, let's go, Squadron Update. There you
go. Oh man, was that a sound bite or was that actually Chig? I can't tell anymore.
Clip it.
Magic.
Very professional sound bite.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Once our professional sound guy gets a hold of that, you won't be able to tell. It'll be perfect.
Speaking of which, you need to hear the new soundbite he gave for Lave Radio using the sound from Xian, a spoiler alert or whatever. Oh my God. It's good stuff. I don't know. A lot of people listen to this show might not listen to Lave, but I know that there's a lot of crossover traffic. Trax provides like their store alert thing. He's got like 3 or 4 different versions of that now that they play, in rotation now. And then he just did another one because Colin Ford, Phoenix Defia, said that he would send him a bottle of whiskey if he could do something with just this short little clip that Xian had. And Trax, once again, he hit it out of the park. Don't tell him that. I try not to compliment him. It goes to his head, and then he makes fun of us all, and we do get beatings. But it's really funny. If you don't listen to Lave Radio, you should be listening to Lave Radio, and especially the last episode, you can hear this new soundbite. I don't know when they would use it other than playing it last episode, but hopefully it makes an appearance frequently somehow. So just wanted to cut into that. Now back to the Squadron update.
After that brief detour. So we are still easing Bumbur into an expansion. Again, that's not because there's anything special we want to go out there and grab. We're just trying to fill a hole in the cube so we don't have that problem later. Operation ScramJet in Lambda Andromedae has reached its third goal, I think that is. We've got the target faction, which is Kolyawa Jet Life, down under 7% so that they can no longer lock into conflicts. So the next step is to just pump everybody else's influence, push them into retreat, and get them out of the system. We are still working Snoqui Xian with the objective of capturing Myka's Rest. The gap between us and Snoqui Xian Future for another war is about 7.5%, so we're almost back in contact there. And we are currently in an election in Tamor, and a war just started today in LHS 3877. It's 00. So if you want to run some missions, you want to run some CZs, we've got both options available. As always, the details for all of that are listed in the standing orders and in the Loose Cruise faction channels on the Discord. So if you want the specifics, go there and check it out and ask any questions if you got them.
Sweet. Yeah. Anybody looking for something to do in the game, BGS is where Nurgle lives, and he does a great job with standing orders, and there's always stuff to do. So come to the Discord, check that out. That's Loose Screws, something, Discord dot blah, blah, blah. I see that that Dr. Commander, Lieutenant Commander Data Esquire the Third has joined us.
Hey, you got his
right on
name
time.
right.
Hello, hey.
Yeah, wait,
let's
put a 12. No, let's put a 12 at the end of that.
Yeah.
Dr. Commander, Lieutenant Commander Data Esquire Jr. the Third 12 has joined us. How you been, buddy?
Hey, doing okay. Hey, I had some company over. Sorry I'm late. And actually, he's still here, and he wanted to say hi to everybody, so he's gonna kind of cozy up to my headset mic here, and so if he sounds kind of weird, that's why.
Okay, well, say hi.
Hello.
Hi there.
There you go.
Hey, you want to tell him your name?
It's me, Schwarzenegger.
I didn't hear a damn word
I
he just said.
I couldn't get that.
Me,
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
That's
Just
cool.
hanging out.
That's
talking
cool. Is he
about
going to help you
movies.
dig holes, fill in holes, and build stairs to nowhere?
Did he demand your clothes and your motorcycle?
Oh, shit.
This is a weird ass bit.
This is a weird bit.
Yeah. It's not really going anywhere.
He heard you guys. He left.
Quick, get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. What have you been doing in life and game and all that stuff? We're just rewinding back. I don't know, to an entirely previous recording actually now to go back and start from that. This show is just a shit show tonight, Data. You should have.
Well, you're hosting it, so it's pretty standard.
I know, and wait till everybody finds out that I'm hosting this week, next week, and the week after.
They just did.
God.
No. Yeah, it will be that next week. Wait, this week. What's the date this week? This is 69.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
Next week will be the 16th and the 23rd. Oh yeah. So I'll be hosting the next 3 shows, and then I won't be on the show after that. Ever
Again?
Oh yeah.
No, that'll be my yearly tubing trip that we seem to talk about every summer, and then I'm
going to come to that one year.
I invite you guys every year.
Not
Not a single one of you fuckers have shown up.
One of these days, man,
No, it's a little bit of a drive.
We're going to show up as he's getting off at the other end of the river.
It's only like $400 worth of gas one way with today's fuel prices.
Not my problem.
20-hour drive. No big deal.
Yeah. So
You swing through here and you can pick me up.
let's also make this even more chaotic. I see a Thai worship has snuck into the channel also.
Yeah, running late this evening. Had stuff going on and trying to get Elite Dangerous to work. So
Do you have Arnold Schwarzenegger at your house too?
I have no Arnold Schwarzenegger at my house.
Arnold Palmer?
Not really. However, yeah.
He kind of does.
Kinda. Okay, you said you're trying to get Elite to work. It sounds like you're having some kind of issues. Elaborate.
Oh, ever since patch day, I haven't been able to log into it. It just it's like the launcher won't launch. So I'm in the process of doing a reinstall at this point. I had to delete all the folders like I did last time and just do a complete reinstall again. So
Nurgle just was saying how no major bugs have occurred to anybody, and you show up being unable to play at all.
I am so sorry for saying that. I was so wrong. I caused
It didn't age very well.
everything. It's my.
The kicker with it is that like ever since, so I've been able to play, like log into the game and play, basically since Odyssey launched. Other people talking about, I think Nurgle had hell. It was either Nurgle or Hate had hellacious launch problems with Odyssey where they couldn't get the damn game to even work. I didn't have any of that. I just had like sheer functionality of the game problems.
Yeah, that was Hate that couldn't launch. Yeah,
Was it Hate? Okay, I couldn't remember which one of you guys it was. And
we all look the same.
And now it's like I got like the exact opposite. I'm having, for lack of a better term, computer problems. So.
Well, that sucks. Yeah, and everything was running fine before patch day for you?
I mean, as well as can be expected. I worked on it some yesterday, and they got frustrated with it, and then played some V Rising. And then when I got home today, I messed with it, and then had to make a Chick-fil-A run, and then
All right, hold on. Favorite Chick-fil-A sandwich? What's your go-to Chick-fil-A sandwich?
Okay, I get the salad, the Cobb salad.
You go to Chick-fil-A and get a salad.
I go to Popeyes.
Applebee's has rats. I found a whole rat in my Cobb salad. Yeah.
Don't remember that. All right.
Talladega Nights.
Okay.
Oh shit. Nice.
So Chick-fil-A does this thing where they take a hard-boiled egg and they thinly slice it and leave the whole egg, like they don't like cut it all up and put it all over your salad like most Cobb salads or whatever. They leave the whole egg just thinly sliced over in the corner, so you get a little slice every now and then. And it's like the older I get, the more I really love eggs.
Okay. This
Eggs
is the
are really
weirdest
good for
fucking
you.
show we've ever done. Don't know what's going on right now.
It's definitely taking a turn, but no turning back now. Keep going.
I did get a piece of hardware in this week that I'm very, very happy with, and I want to kind of talk about it a little bit. And actually, I got it in last week and been playing with it on and off on a few different games. But
Hey, how does this relate to eggs?
It's a fleshlight.
It's a.
How does that relate to
USB
eggs?
connected.
It's the
Put the egg
Razer
The Joy-Con.
God. It's the Razer Huntsman analog keyboard. And when I first heard about this thing, the word analog, I was like, no, I'm out. I'm a mechanical keyboard guy. Nope, I'm out. But it is mechanical, but the way they do this is really interesting. And say it's mechanical is not entirely accurate. It's optomechanical, where they use that light or to actually make it work. Anyway, it can detect how much light that it blocks when you press the key down. So you can set your activation amount and your attenuation amount in basically any place that you want to on the key. So saying I've been playing around with it, and I wasn't sure I like it. It worked just like an Xbox controller.
you're
Yeah.
hitting W or you're not hitting W. It's like you're softly hitting W or you're fully depressing W kind of
Right.
thing.
Right. I mean, we've all we've all put the stick and you kind of creep and you push a little further and faster, etc. Exact same thing. And I can tell you before
race from
to
one station to another, and if I lose, I have to go keyboard and mouse for a week. I can't use my hotasasas.
Just keyboard.
So
Raise
just
bet.
keyboard.
Just keyboard.
there's a few little irritations with it. One, I don't like the lack of macro keys because my previous one had macro keys and this one doesn't. Now you can set up macro keys for like the function buttons or whatnot, but it's not quite the same with the independent macro keys. The other thing I don't like about it, so like you use Elite Dangerous for example, when you set up the WASD to act like a Xbox controller, when you go to a text box where you have to type something in, well, guess what doesn't work? WASD, because it reads it as an Xbox controller. So, and I don't know how they would address that. I'm hoping that Razer will kind of figure out some kind of software to be able to read into games and be able to tell when you're on a text box and when you're not. And the most annoying thing is when you tab out, and you tab out and you're doing a search for something, your WASD doesn't work. So what I've ended up doing is actually creating a couple profiles to where it's smart enough to sense when I'm in game and when I'm not in game, flip between the two on the fly. So that part at least works, but typing inside of a game does not work. I did, however, go around that by using the on-screen keyboard. So it's a little janky, but it does work.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I'd have to take a look at that.
It's a little interesting how I actually was able to acquire this. So it was partially birthday gift and partially was given this because someone wanted me to tell them if it was good or not. So I like it. The way the keys feel, as far as like a mechanical keyboard feel, I think they're great. They're quieter than normal mechanical keyboards, which I kind of feel weird about because I like the clicky sounds. But I've gotten used to it, and I do like it. So
yeah, it was your when was your birthday? A week ago?
It's actually the 5th, but we did some things on the 3rd.
4 days away. Okay.
Yeah.
So how old are you now?
43.
Oh, you're just a child. Good God.
Youngin.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, one other thing I do want to say is that we're coming up to 3 years of Loose Screws. August will be 3 years. I want some ideas on how to celebrate it. So if somebody has a really cool idea, message me, or best way to get me is on Discord because I'm in and out so much anyway. So yeah.
You think we're gonna make it? We're gonna make it, huh? We're gonna get to 3 years.
Look, if I got to do this bitch by myself for the next 8 weeks or whatever, we're gonna make it to 3 and call it a podcast. So.
Episode 2 was you just by yourself. We don't need to go back to that. We can just.
I don't think it was that bad.
It wasn't. I'm just giving you shit. Yeah, you did a good job. You persevered after you had your buddy Gunskill with you for the first episode, and then second episode you had nobody, but then you still pushed forward, and then you went with it got Dravenos in there for a while. It's interesting. I got a whole spreadsheet with all kinds of stats and stuff for you for when we get to that episode that I can do, and we can do some maybe Loose Screws podcast trivia, guest dates when certain people were on for the first time and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to. Go ahead.
I thought his co-host on the second episode was that guy validating.
Oh God,
We haven't seen him lately.
We have weak material tonight.
Oh, I have another product review I want to talk about. So
Go for it.
all right. So I know this is a really interesting thing. So about 4 years ago now, I got myself a really nice Secret Lab chair. And I really dug it. It was really cool. Really happy with it. The left armrest over the past couple of weeks has developed a little crack in the, I guess, rubber. I don't know what else you would call it. So a buddy of mine was saying, like, he has another Secret Lab, and he was saying, well, just put in a ticket. I'm like, dude, it's well outside of warranty. They're going to do nothing about it. He said, just put in a ticket. So this is how cool Secret Lab was. So Secret Lab says, hey, number one, that type of crack is normally not covered by our warranty. And number two, you're like a year outside of warranty. And then I was like, I'm reading the email and I was like, all right, they're not going to cover it. No big deal. No harm, no foul. But then on the second paragraph, they said, but because you've been a good customer with us and you're in good standing with us. And I'm like, I've bought one thing from y'all, so I guess that counts. So whatever. They're like, we're going to go ahead and do a replacement. Can you give me an address? So I gave him my address and then was like, I didn't really expect it. I'd be happy to cover, shipping costs, cover the arm. I don't mind paying for the arm. I just would like it repaired, And they're like, no, we don't mind doing this. And then, so it's supposed to be here tomorrow. And, I think that's just really cool of them to go above and beyond like that. You don't really hear about companies doing that a whole lot these days.
That is cool. Yeah.
So hearing that, I bought my Secret Lab chair basically the same time you bought yours. And guess what? Both of my armrests have.
They got the little cracks on the side, don't they?
They got the cracks, right? Because what it is right where I like rest my elbows and press my weight, it kind of, folds it pretty aggressively right there. And right along the inside, both of them have, it's more like you pinched it until it split kind of deal, not really like a crack. And it happened on both my armrests because I'll, put a lot of my weight on the armrest when I'm picking myself up or putting myself into the chair.
Well, there you go.
So I may send them an email now.
I think you should.
Ty Warsham said that I get free armrests.
Yeah.
His member in good standing will go away real quick.
Yeah.
Tell me you heard about it on a podcast.
Hey, Ty says y'all giving away free shit. I want some.
Let me get some of that free stuff y'all are giving out.
I don't know. I've thought about getting a Secret Lab for a while. I've actually had it in the cart and just
it's worth
never
it. Do it. Stop thinking about it right now. Just open the website.
Just go blow money. Even though I'm house shopping and car shopping right now, I should just say screw it and buy a chair also.
Yeah. So does it beat the stigma of being a gaming marketed thing?
I don't know.
And
I like
still
it.
being okay.
This is what I'll say about my Secret Lab. Number one, I don't buy into the typical, gaming stuff is better than other stuff. I don't do that. I say that as I look down at my Razer mouse and my Razer mouse pad or my Corsair mouse pad and my Corsair lights and but I don't typically do that.
Your brand new $200 Razer keyboard.
But the reason why, there's certain companies that like, you've been good to me, I will be loyal to you. And one of them is Razer. Razer has honestly been really good to me. There was a point in another life, years and years ago, where I was actually sponsored by them at one point. I don't want to go into that right now, but that's a different story for another time. And I've always bought, like, they sent me some free Razer shit at one point, and then I've always bought them after the fact because they just make the best shit. I don't really like their audio shit. I think their audio's not great, which is why I have a Corsair headset. But their mice and keyboards are bar none the best. They're expensive. They're expensive, but they last a long time. So I've never had a Razer mouse fail. I've had the RGB go out on a couple of mice, but I've never had one fail where it just stops working completely. I've never had a Razer keyboard fail. I've worn out the keys on keyboards, but I've never had a Razer keyboard fail.
And see, I've had the opposite experience with Razer. I won't buy Razer anymore because of problems with the last few things I've gotten from them.
My Razer keyboard had a bad habit of whenever I would tap the space bar, the whole thing would just pop off. And my Razer mouse, it doesn't hold up to dogs eating them very well.
Yeah, not many do though. So
especially your dog that eats rocks. So yeah, I think it'd make short work of that.
Crash to desktop of the night. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh boy.
This week's episode brought to you by Secret Lab and Razer.
Secret Lab chairs are on sale, actually.
Yeah.
And one thing I will also say about Secret Lab is that they have this, their newer chairs, their armrests have like magnetic detachable tops. And you can get different types of padding. You can get some with like memory foam and gel and whatnot. And I'm kind of hoping they send me ones where I can get the detachable tops. So
yeah.
And they got special edition chairs. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, they've even got small chairs.
I like this Overwatch one.
And I'll tell you something else too. Like, kind of answer your question, Data. I've sat in a number of chairs at work. I don't like my office chair. I've never liked my office chair. I've actually gone to a couple of different, not Office Depots, but a couple of different office stores here in Tyler that specialize in just chairs and desks. And I've sat in, I tried out like a $1,500 chair once and I didn't like it. It just didn't feel comfortable. Not that the place I worked bought me that chair. Don't misunderstand me. I was in the store and sat down and tried it out and saw $14.99 and promptly got my fat ass up. But anyway, I think that the Secret Lab chair is probably the best gaming investment I've made. It's where I spend the majority of my time at home. It's where I play games. It's where I do the work I do from home. It's pretty much my primary sitting space. So I think it's definitely worth the money to get something nice and comfortable and that I feel like lasts. I know the armrest thing is kind of a one-off thing, or I guess two-off thing with me and Dubs, but I guess you could argue don't put that much pressure on it. So
yeah, but one cracked rubber can cause a whole lot of problems. Wait, what are we talking about again? Now, the Secret Lab chairs, what I like about them too is because you order them kind of by your own size. It's kind of a personalized chair. So, most of the times, they try to make them for like an average person, and average person is usually a lot heavier than I am. So it's hard to find comfortable chairs for being a little guy.
Well,
Let me just shoot them an email.
Smaller option then.
Let me just shoot them an email real quick and be like, hey, we just really chatted up your chairs on this podcast. It'd be really cool if you were to send us all review chairs.
Yeah, we all need them. All of us. Yeah. Ty Worsham said you'd do it.
Yeah. Swag me, baby.
Ty Worsham said you were gonna give us a bunch of chairs for free.
And this is how they charge my credit cards.
Even better, Ty said he'd pay for them.
Oh,
all right. I suppose we should move forward with the show now, huh? Now that we sidetracked into, I don't know, what, keyboard review, chair review, Razer review. We've kind of, this show has been all over the place.
I have an Elite Dangerous patch review.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. We talked about the patch a little bit ago, but we'll talk about that. We're going to do two quick reports. First, the Thargoid Bug Report. This will be really freaking quick because ever since we put the Thargoid Bug Report into the show, the bugs have gone away. There's been no incursions. There's nothing to talk about. This week's CG involves collecting Thargoid bits and baubles and turning them in, and apparently you get a hull reinforcement. I don't know. I'm not going to do it. Dubs is out there doing this one. But as far as I know, there's no real Thargoid news going on. If I'm missing something, can somebody pipe in? Perfect. The next
got
is
it.
now we've got the bug report. This is where we talk about our favorite bugs of the week and random things that have glitched out on us. I talked earlier about how I went to prison, and when I went to leave prison, they blew me up, which was awesome. I also plug JN Trax's it's up to number 8 on the issue tracker about the GPU utilization thing. Let's keep voting that up. I'm with Trax on this one. I think that it's a very important issue, and if they get it fixed, he did receive another email from support saying that they did not get a fix and figure out the root of that problem for this patch, but they are still looking at it, which I find encouraging that they're actually engaging him and giving him updates on it, which I thought was cool. But let's go around the horn and see if anybody's had any. Actually, we'll just start right with Ty because he wanted to talk about the patch. And if he's had bugs, like he couldn't launch at all, but let's start with Ty. What do you have to say in this week's bug/patch report?
Well, right now I'm 63% on my reinstall, so that's my bug patch report right there.
You're looking forward to trying it.
Yeah, looking forward to trying it. I hope I can actually play the damn thing this time.
All right. What about you, Teflon? We'll come from the bottom up. You running anything fun this week?
I haven't had any real bugs issues this week, though. I've only played that little bit when we were bug hunting.
Okay, and that was pre-patch.
Yeah, I haven't done anything post-patch.
Nurgle.
No bugs, clean, smooth sailing.
I heard that Burr mentioned something about the issue tracker.
Yeah, Burr's patch video that came out yesterday mentioned Commander Chig from Loose Screws and his GPU utilization bug that's on the issue tracker. Apparently that Gentrax guy doesn't exist.
We all know he's a voice to text or a text to voice program, right? We just type what we want and we put it in here.
Yeah,
he's actually just an AI.
Yeah. So I'll take credit for what he discovered and put a whole lot of work and effort into that issue tracker to put together. Yeah, that was me. Data.
The only bug I can really talk about this week is bees. I was walking around outside watering my flowers, wearing flip-flops. I always do. I got stung by a
Only
bee.
flip-flops.
Yeah. Stung by a bee right on top of my foot.
Oh, ow. You're not allergic or anything, though. You were fine.
It's swollen. My foot's swollen today. This was last night.
Oh, my God.
Are you sure it was a bee and not a hornet?
No, I'm not sure.
Tomato.
Because bees are relatively peaceful and hornets are bastards.
Yeah.
Especially yellow jackets.
Yeah.
I have all these things at my house.
The other reason I bring it up because not saying that they can or anything, but most of the time bees are not in the ground. So, that's not to say they can't be in the ground. They're just most of the time not in the ground. So,
well, they weren't on the ground; they were on his foot.
Well, I guess in my brain, I'm imagining him like stepping somewhere, and there's like an underground. I just completely interjected all that. So,
like a spider, like a trapdoor spider, coming out of the ground.
Like hornets, a lot of times will dig, or at least here in Texas, I don't know about other places, will dig into the ground, or they'll find a hollowed out log or something, and that'll be partially in the ground, and they'll make that their nest. And in fact, I got a great story where I stepped in a hornet's nest about right up to the top of my knee, and it was a horrible, horrible week and a half. Let me just tell you. So
sounds terrible. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Murder hornets.
And he's right. Hornets hornets will nest in the ground. Bees almost never nest in the ground. They usually try to stay up somewhere.
I see them pollinating like the little clover.
Yeah, now
in my yard. That's maybe what it was. I don't know.
They take naps in flowers.
These little bee with their little bee butts sticking up in the air.
They do. They take naps in there.
I can't believe I'm saying this for like the third time. What the fuck happened to this show tonight? It's just
Yeah, where are we going
weird.
right now?
Bugs. Let's talk about bugs. I don't know.
Dubs.
All right.
Yeah, your bug report for the week.
What?
Okay, you were there for my bug earlier, Chig. So when I jumped my fleet carrier from Didio, I think that was the name of the system before I left, right?
Yeah.
Jumped it down to our normal bug hunting zone where you and one of our new friends were. When we finally got the wing together, remember when I would drop from Super Cruise into the instance, y'all couldn't find me. And the friends tab was telling y'all that I was back at Didio.
Yep.
And my friends tab was telling me that you guys were 200 light years away down in the bug hunting system. So every time I dropped from Super Cruise into an instance, I was back in the old system.
Yep, and it kept
But-
dropping you from wing too every time that happened.
It would drop me from wing, it would drop me in the old system, and it would drop me with an invincible Medusa.
Oh wow.
So it was like, okay, this is cool. This is interesting. However, that was pre-patch, so it might not ever happen again. But that was kind of a weird one that I've never heard of or seen. And then I would
that
also
was a
like
new
to,
one. Pre-patch, we saw a new bug. Weird.
But let's hope that never happens again. But I would also like to change my stance on what I said earlier about this being a smooth patch rollout, because I'm up to 4 crashed desktops now.
And you're playing solo. You're all by yourself out there, right?
I'm in open, but I don't see any other commanders. I see like 2 or 3 carriers around the planet I'm at.
Yeah, you're not in a wing. You're not doing anything complicated. You're just around a Thargoid ground site murdering those little floaty boys, right?
I was murdering them. I was messing them up with the flak, and then I got the bright idea. I was gonna start pushing them in my Cobra. Like I'm trying to take one to orbit with me and see what happens. And I guess the game just doesn't like that.
But
So-
you said that you can ride them too. You can stand on them and ride them around.
Yeah, you can stand on them and ride them.
I need to get there. I need to get on top of one. They needed to push both of us into orbit. That would be fun, right?
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Whatever you say.
Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. Well, that's the bug report. People go vote on my issue tracker report thing and get that thing voted up higher so that we can get them to fix the GPU utilization, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Should I do the Bard thing? Do we have a sounder for that?
Hold up. I think it's still working. Do you have a cool intro noise or music for it? Sing us a song, Chick.
Choo choo, here's bees. Shit. We're back to bees. God damn it. Go.
Welcome aboard the Tinhadium Express. Today's headlines come with a discounted bag of M&Ms. They come in a 2-pack, cost 50 cents, and we have 2 sizes available, biggie smalls. Head to the nearest concession stand to get yours today. Let's get started. June 2nd, Upaniclus, Vision Incorporated threw their hands in the air because they're the true players. June 3rd, Aegis knows what beef is and wants Salvation arrested. And on June 8th, the Alliance Assembly to decide if they were hypnotized by the flashy ways of Sirius Corps. And for the CG prediction, get rich by helping Sirius Corps smuggle beef to the Alliance Assembly. So offer this week. Have fun out there.
Man, for every one of those jokes that he had in that update, I'm going to send him to the what's it called? The place I put people.
Box?
Penalty box.
Yeah, the penalty box. He's going to the penalty box for every one of those.
We're going to change the name to Teflon's Bag of Holding.
Teflon's tourniquet. I have no idea. I got nothing. I have zero wit. I don't know why I'm on a podcast tonight. It's just,
I mean,
going so well.
My platform after my name in the Discord has been DM forever. So,
yes. Okay. Now, where are we in the show notes? Does anybody know? We did bug report, Bard's thing. All right. We are up to Chig Chat.
We failed to tell the audience that Craig once again failed us.
Yeah, we were going to hide it this time.
These seamless transitions.
No.
We were going to let him know that we just took another 15-minute break mid-show. Jesus Christ.
Well, we were more prepared this time.
Ever since these bots got on Union, they have just been so lazy.
We should really just have tracks put in like 15 minutes of silence where it got disconnected each time, so it really drives people crazy. Okay, so we've got, okay, you're typing the tracks. Good job. Chig Chat. Do we have a Chig Chat sounder?
I have thumb sounds you probably don't want to hear.
All right. I just
Hold
Ty
on.
was here. So sometimes
I
he
got
just
one.
breaks in.
This
Oh
is
God.
the new Chig Chat.
God, I hope it's hentai.
Oh wait, I have to turn off noise suppression for this. Did it not go through?
No, we didn't hear anything.
Oh, that's super lame. It was the video of the guy scraping the forks on the plates.
Oh God! Thank God! Fuck you!
Wait. Hold on. I might have it.
I'm gonna say
You're welcome.
I don't know why we lost listeners
I-
this week.
I fucking hate you, Dubs.
Why is that such close at hand to you?
Oh my God! This is the best episode we've ever done. What the
Pretty
We're not
good.
publish this, right? We're not publishing this
Oh
episode.
no! This hopefully, because we've been disconnected so many times, it becomes a lost episode because it's it definitely lost any real meaning. And I laughed
This
so
is-
hard I cried and pooped a little.
This has been the greatest adventure.
Okay, so now Chig Chat. This is where we give I give shout outs. We give shout outs. I don't know. I don't know my own pronouns. I know my
Shouts out.
adjectives are tall and handsome. What we've got is shout outs. And this week there was a freaking CG where if you haven't heard, if you've been playing, you knew what happened, but they had a CG where you could sell tritium for over 400,000 credits a ton. So you could find a station for 50,000, then sell it for 400,000. So a fully loaded T9, you were selling a load of tritium for like 300 and some million credits. So you're making 200 and some million per run. You can make over $1 billion an hour doing this CG. So needless to say, a lot of people were getting trade elite, elite 1, elite 2, elite 3, elite 4, and elite 5. And I'm sorry, I hate the elite 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 ranks. Even worse when it just dawned on me this week that elite 1 is actually technically elite 2, because you get elite, that should be elite 1, right? And then it should be 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5. Instead, it's elite, then it's elite 1. So the first elite is elite 0. I don't know. I'm not going to go on about that. But needless to say, we had a bunch of people in the Discord get a bunch of elite ranks this week, and I will go through some of these people. Somebody named Gouda Papa got all the way to elite 5. Great name, by the way. I like that. You need to hang out more. Jello Wiggler, he got to elite 2, I believe. Jared Crew got to elite 5. Volt got to elite 5. Aki 2.0 got to elite 5, I think. Bard elite 5. Subsonic Slug. Uranoborg. Yeah, all those guys tackled that. I'm sure that there's other people that didn't post in the Discord. The thing is the in-game, if you're in the squadron, will tell you when you hit elite for the first time. But if you hit elite 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it doesn't show it in the squadron news feed. I don't know why they do or don't. I don't know. But I got to elite 2, so I upgraded twice. I went from elite to elite 1 to elite 2, and that's all that I ran. I made a couple billion in credits selling tritium. But the funny thing is, when I went from elite 0 to elite 1, I got a mail congratulating me on becoming triple elite. Then when I went from elite 1 to elite 2, I got the in-game mail congratulating me on hitting triple elite. So if you're triple elite, every time you get another elite rank in any one of the disciplines, it's going to congratulate you on being triple elite. So
Man,
yeah,
all this
there's
new
that.
math is confusing.
It's bonkers. Other things this week, Trax hit triple elite this week. Congratulations, buddy.
Congrats, bud.
Keep
man.
up the good work. This is a good achievement. Adaxius, he wasn't sure if he could get attention for this, but he got up to notoriety 10, so he just stayed logged in for 20 hours to wear off a notoriety. congratulations. That's a great achievement and compelling gameplay.
Last time I was at 10, we took an impromptu exploration trip for it to wear off.
Yeah, that's when I was doing the engineering stuff and I'd get notoriety, then I'd fly out to like the Pleiades and just hunt bugs until my notoriety went away. Then I'd go back to murdering civilians. So it's the notoriety thing, I think, is kind of a busted game mechanic. We missed National Cheese Day last week, so I'll mention that it was National Cheese Day last week. It's actually technically always National Cheese Day, in my opinion. Just checking my notes here, see if there's anything else. I want to give a special thanks to everybody posting their co-pilots. I love the pictures of the dogs in the Discord. We had Lark Shadow posted the pictures of us. Oh God, I can't read my own handwriting, so I have to actually go to ChigChat to see what. And somebody changed the name to Shig-Shat, which is approved. I will approve
Is
that.
accurate. He did, in fact.
Yes, and well, yes, I did. And last week, randomly, before I get back to naming the dogs, is Trax thought it was funny to change the name of General Chat to Knowledge Trough and confused the hell out of everybody for a couple of days before Data finally that OCD got the best of him and he changed it back to General Chat. I thank you very much because it was going to kill me if somebody didn't do it.
We all had our fun, but all good things.
Exactly. All right. So some co-pilots that showed up in our Discord this week. Lark Shadow showed his two pups, Roscoe and Ember, just adorable, cute little pups. Good old Rick Boobtron posted Cadet Daggett. Cadet Daggett in CQC, Planetary Geology, and always rough Siri training. I don't know. Adorable pup. Wintermute showed Nissa, his Akita. Very nice looking dog. Though I'm pretty sure that dog looks like it could rip my face off. Uraniborg showed his co-pilot Heidi. Kind of looking like she did something bad, but we still adorable. Kieran showed his two black dogs fighting over one stick. So 2 dogs, 1 stick. He did not give us their names. Also, Ski 612 showed his co-pilot Milo, just an adorable picture. Seriously, you got to come see the pictures of all these dogs that are showing up. It's just, I appreciate it so much. But I want to give a special shout out to Rocky Star showed his good canine co-pilot. Colin apparently went to, out to pasture a few weeks back. It's always brutal to lose a co-pilot. So, hopefully you're handling it well, and salute to good old Colin. Adorable looking pup there too. Other than that, I think that's all I had. People post some random cheese stuff. Yeah, Shigshot has had some good stuff going on.
These animals are all very cute.
Oh, adorable. I do like what APOC posted, though, because Jesus Christ. 36 years from Top Gun to Maverick, but only 21 years from Adam West Batman to Michael Keaton Batman, which is less than now is to the year 2000. It's painful.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That is the long and short of Shigshat. You guys got anything to add? Anything in there that attracted your eye?
I just contributed my Shigshat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Me too.
Dubs. Oh, no, cat. You don't put cats in there.
It's not a cat. I don't own a fucking cat.
You talking to me?
Did you put a cat in there?
Yeah.
He is not a cat.
No.
He is a god of the dead.
He's a god of the dead. Good God. So yeah, now you can go see Teflon with a creature on his shoulder, and Dubs just posted pictures of his very guilty looking hound. His name is Boulder. Cute. What's the cat's name? Hades?
Yes.
Hades, Lord of the Underworld. All
His
right.
sister's name is Hera. She's here too, but she's fat and won't fit on my shoulder.
Ah, very nice. Very, very nice. Anything else we did? I don't know. Dev news. Oh yeah, this came out in the last week. The Council Commander fact. Did that come out this week, or did we talk about that last week?
That was last week.
So these are just leftover notes. Okay. I got nothing else. You guys got anything you want to talk about? Get off your chest. Confess to. Now's the time.
Now let's wrap this up.
Oh, just because it's past your bedtime. Ty, you got a story for us?
No, I think I've told my stories this week, man.
Told your stories.
But the only thing I do have left story-wise is I am at 68% and not being able to play a game that we do a podcast about.
You just can't get 69 no matter how hard you try.
No.
Oh, boy. Movies. There are a couple interesting movie anniversaries coming up. First is at the age of, 35 years. Actually, I'm going to do the older one first. I'm going to go 40 years in 2 days. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Any thoughts on that classic?
Wow.
I haven't watched it since probably 1992.
Yeah, it came out in 1982, and I saw it in the theater, and I remember it. And I remember being terrified during that movie as a wee little 8-year-old.
One of the most overrated movies of my generation.
Okay, I don't know why we let you talk. All right, let's scroll up here.
He's not wrong, though.
Oh, man. Please direct all hate towards Nurgle and Ty at loosescrews.com.
Gotta realize, Ty's the one that one time went on a whole rant about how the Beatles are overrated. So,
oh my God.
He's objectively wrong. So,
let's see.
I have to agree with Ty on this one.
So, you all.
I didn't say they were bad. I just said they were overrated.
They're not overrated.
35 years. There's now everybody has to love this one. If you don't, you just don't even ever have to come on the show again.
Well, I'm pretty contrarian, so we'll see.
The original Predator.
Oh, yeah, I like
that's
that
good.
one.
Yeah, that's good. There's a part in that movie where Schwarzenegger is running through the jungle away from the Predator, and he slips and slides down some slope. And if you watch that, the expression on his face cannot be faked. I honestly believe they told him, you're going to be running through the woods, and they didn't tell him he was going to fall because he looks honestly scared.
He's one of the best actors of all time. That was just acting. He's a master thespian.
If only we hadn't frightened him away earlier, we could have asked him about it, right, Data?
Yeah. He's not coming back. Sorry, guys. You hurt his feelings. I would change. I really like that movie. The one thing I would change to make it absolutely perfect, I would remove that first shot that shows the spaceship coming down to Earth.
Yeah.
So you don't know it's an alien until he shows up.
Yeah,
exactly. I agree. I always that always kind of bugged me too. But then I usually watch that movie, like we'll be flipping through channels or something and never see it from the very beginning. It's just like all of a sudden that they're commandos in the woods.
I really like Predator 2 also with
Danny Glover. Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
John Paxson.
Yep. Wager, I would actually say I don't think I've disliked any of the Predator movies. Even the last couple of ones they've done. Now the Aliens versus Predator, I didn't like them too much, but
there's a VR game called Predator, but it's only for VR arcades where you can be either the Marines as the team or the Special Forces guys hunting the Predator, or you can be the Predator hunting the Marines. And that's a VR game I want more than any VR game I can imagine.
Yeah.
And I can't get it.
There was really good. There was really good Aliens and Aliens versus Predator comics in the 90s.
Dark Horse.
Man, they were real good.
Yeah.
Predator Hunting Grounds. It came out a couple of years ago. It was like an asymmetric multiplayer game, kind of like the Friday the 13th.
They just put out a trailer for a new movie. For it's called Prey or something like that. Is that a Predator movie?
It is
Yes.
a Predator movie. It's set in the like 1800s or 1500s or whatever.
I think it's pre-colonization.
Yeah, pre-colonization. Yeah. So
So it's like Tremors 3 or Tremors 4.
no. That was set in like the Wild West. Or
No, that
whatever
was
Tremor-
Cowboys versus Aliens.
Oh,
Tremors.
yeah.
Okay, Tremors.
It was set in
Trem-
the Wild West.
Tremors
Yeah,
was the first one was a perfect movie. I will
The-
say
the-
that.
The
I
reason
like the second one too.
I actually liked all of the Tremors for different reasons.
The first one was so good, though. That's a classic. Come on,
I stopped after number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they started having the little running ones, was
Yeah.
that in 2? Yeah,
That
Yeah.
was in 3.
that was
three
in
No, that was-
3.
No, that was in 2 when they
Oh, was it?
came out. Yeah, they came out of that one. It was in 3 when they started farting to propel themselves through the air.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
Oh,
Then they
man.
had the Tremors TV show.
Wow,
on
that was a
Sci-Fi.
TV show.
Yeah, it was on Sci-Fi. So I mean, that should tell you something about the quality.
Oh, so it was like a sequel to Sharknado or something.
Yeah.
It's about that level. Yeah.
I started
Okay.
watching a movie. I haven't finished it yet. Called My Cousin Vinny.
A good movie.
That is a great movie.
That is a really good movie.
Yeah.
The Utes.
Yeah.
Utes. The Utes.
The Utes. Yeah, Marissa Tomei won an Oscar for that movie,
Oh,
for that
yeah.
portrayal.
I haven't seen that
Yeah.
movie since the 90s either.
Oh, Teflon posted another dog picture. Dove's posting another dog picture. Good job. We need more.
Well, I had to
It
put
might be a dog. I'm
Wags
not-
in there.
I'm not entirely convinced the second one's a dog.
That does kind of look like a demon or something for sure. Wow. All right, let's.
I had to put Wags in there. You guys have heard me holler at him. Holler
Yeah.
for him so many times and heard him barking.
I assumed you were yelling at one of your kids, but all right. I'm going to put a fork in this because this has been a great episode. This has been brought to you by Craft Singles. If you don't like it, you know the rest. That's gonna
And
be
Secret
the
Lab
piece.
chairs.
And Secret Lab
Razor.
chairs and Razor. And Arnold Schwarzenegger wrote us a check and to never do this again. And we will be back next week. In the meantime, go like, rate, review, all that good stuff. Come join us on Discord. Go to loosescrews.com. Get yourself a t-shirt, a onesie, a mug. Hopefully we're gonna have a handful of new designs up.
Yeah.
Both Nurgle and Grover Kiwi have been pumping out some shirt ideas and stuff, and we might have some new awesome merch that you guys can take a look at. So maybe be checking in on the store, and you might see a t-shirt that you just can't live without. Anything else? Last call.
I could play the scraping sound again.
Oh Jesus God!
Please don't.
Okay, everybody say bye-bye, and then I'll end the show. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's it. That's all you get out of you guys.
All right, bye.
Enthusiasm, motherfuckers.